Hey, so let's talk about something every trader using AI has felt. That moment of excitement when you think you found the perfect code, only to have it all come crashing down. We're going to dig into why that happens and, more importantly, how to fix it for good.
You know this moment, right? You've got this amazing strategy idea, you ask an AI to whip up the code, you paste it into TradingView feeling like a genius, and bam, a wall of red error messages just staring back at you. It's the worst.
And trust me, you are not alone in this. Suddenly, that brilliant idea you had is completely sidelined. Instead of testing your strategy, you're now stuck trying to debug code you didn't even write. It is such a massive waste of your time and creative energy.
So what's the deal? Why does this keep happening? I mean, these AI tools are supposed to be super powerful, right? Well, let's break it down, because the answer is actually pretty straightforward.
It all comes down to Pineify itself. See, this isn't like Python or JavaScript that you can use for anything. Pineify is what's called a domain-specific language. It was built to do one thing and one thing only, run on TradingView. It's got its own very strict rules and different versions that, get this, don't work with each other.
Okay, now think about how a general AI like ChatGPT learns. It's trained on, well, basically the entire internet, which is just packed with Python and JavaScript. But Pineify, it's a tiny, tiny drop in that ocean. These AIs just haven't seen enough of unique functions like strategy.entry or ta.crossover to really, truly get it.
And because it hasn't seen enough, you get all these classic problems. It spits out old, outdated code using functions like study that don't even work anymore. Sometimes it just completely makes up functions, literally hallucinates them. And the biggest issue? There's no double-checking. It just hands you the code, and you're left to figure out why it's broken. It's that frustrating paste and hope cycle.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. What about Claude? It's better at coding. And you're right, it often is. But here's the thing, it still has the exact same core problem. It's a generalist. It wasn't born and raised on Pineify, so it's still going to make mistakes, and it's still going to leave you to clean up the mess.
All right, so that's the problem. But this is where the whole story pivots. Because all that frustration with general tools has led to something completely new, a specialist built to solve this exact problem.
Let me introduce you to Pineify AI. This is not just another chatbot that kinda knows a little about trading. No, this tool was built from the ground up for one single job, to write perfect, working Pineify code.
So what's its secret? Well, for starters, it's purpose-built. Instead of scraping random bits of code from the web, its brain is literally the official, most up-to-date Pineify version 6 documentation. It gets the difference between an indicator and a strategy because that is all it thinks about.
Okay, so what does all that specialized training actually mean for you? How does it fix that wall of red errors we talked about? It all boils down to one single feature that changes everything. Here it is. The magic is something called a zero-error validation pipeline. This is the real game changer. When Pineify writes code, it doesn't just hand it to you. It writes it, and then it checks its own work. If it finds an error, it fixes it itself, all behind the scenes before you even see the code. And the result of that pipeline? About an 85% first-try success rate. Just let that sink in for a second. That means the vast, vast majority of the time, the code you get just works. On the first try, no debugging, no error messages. That right there is the difference between a generalist and a true specialist.
I mean, just look at this comparison. Is it specialized for Pineify? Only Pineify is purpose-built. Does it have auto error detection and the ability to fix its own mistakes? Again, only Pineify. And what about its knowledge? Is it up to date? While the others are stuck in the past, Pineify is trained on the official V6 docs. It's not even a fair fight.
This kind of power just unlocks so much. You can dream up a complex custom indicator, describe it in plain English, and get working code. You can build these intricate strategies with dynamic stop losses. You can even create custom alerts for your automated bots. The only limit is no longer your coding skill, it's just your imagination. And look, this isn't just me talking. Real users are feeling it. This financial analyst says it revolutionized their workflow. Not just improved it, revolutionized it. That's the kind of impact we're talking about here. So of course, the big question is how you can actually try this out for yourself. Because you really don't have to take my word for it. You can see the difference right now. And getting started is ridiculously easy. Seriously. You just go to pineify.app, make a free account, and then just describe that strategy you've been thinking about. Copy the code it gives you, paste it into TradingView, and click Add to Chart. And that's it. For most people, that's the last step. No debugging, you're done.
And there is absolutely zero risk to give this a shot. There's a free tier that lets you test it all out for yourself. You don't even need a credit card to sign up. You can literally see right away how different this feels from all those past frustrations.
So, it all comes down to this one simple question. Are you ready to stop being a code debugger and start being a trader again? Are you ready to focus on what actually matters, building and testing your ideas?